We are streaming, guys. See if people come in. Got my screen right here. Make sure I sound. Let me see how I sound. Come in. Yeah. Got my screen right here. Let me see if I sound better. Got my screen right here. Okay, it's echo. Okay. I don't want it to echo. Make sure I'm live. Yep. All right. So just gonna let people roll in before I get to this article right here. This is the main article, but I want to see how many people are going to roll in, so you guys will kind of see my behind the scenes of how many people roll in, so that we can talk to the Kia and Hyundai people out there, go over this recall. This was yesterday, so today's the 27th, July 27, 2021. This came out yesterday at 9:54 a.m. So July 26th. I'm in my store, as you guys can see. In my store, but hopefully this gets tagged by a few people and you guys can see. Like I said, in other videos, I'm going to start doing a lot more lives from the store, answering a lot of people's questions. So if you have any questions on the recall or anything like that, again, I'll just continue to get my updates. Actually, right now, I got a couple people on my Instagram, so I'll go over them. I won't give out their information. Let's see. So, one guy, I think he's in California. Oh, he's in Phoenix, Arizona. He said, recently got a check-engine light on his 2015 Kia. 2015 Kia Optima. Went to AutoZone here in Phoenix, Arizona. He ended up going to AutoZone, getting it checked out. They told him it was a P1326 code, which part of his knock sensor harness. Luckily, he's one of the people who had a knock detection sensor software update previously installed on his car before he bought it. So that's the biggest thing that you're going to need. Again, I really don't do these videos anymore, but because there's new updates and stuff like that coming out, I'm here to kind of share them with you guys and just put out as much information as possible. Again, whenever I jump on live, I don't really have time to record. I probably can record this video separate than a live, but I'm just going to go ahead and just go on live so I can help people live. But if you're not here to watch it live, if you're not on, then hopefully this helps you out, because this current recall is on the Hyundai Santa Fe, Sonata, and the K5, and the Kia Sorento. So 1, 2, 3, 4 cars. This new recall alert that just came out yesterday, and again, it's all to do with the new 2.5 liter turbocharged engine, which is crazy because the 2.4 liter engine is what the naturally aspirated and the turbo, those still currently have the recalls in the Optimas and everything else. And then they come out with the 2.5 liter, and it's not necessarily the engine. This recall is due to the high pressure fuel rail. But if you can see right here, whenever you come in here, wherever you're at in your area, again, the link is in the description, but wherever you're at in your area, you can come in here, and whenever you're going to click the link in the description, and then you're going to come in here, and once you read the article, you can click Recall Center, and the Recall Center is going to take you right to some dealers in your area. So for me, it's going to show dealers around my store. And it's going to pop up. Sorry, the internet's kind of slow. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, see, Sterling McCall, Hyundai. All these people, Brookshire, Houston, Brookshire, Spring. See, it's going to pop up all these dealerships where if I have this issue, I can take my car. So definitely click that link in the description down below. Again, I'm hanging out here live because thank you for the like. I'm hanging out here live because I want to answer your guys' questions if you have any on the new recall. Because it's like every day there's a new recall. This one says Hyundai and Kia have issued recall orders for about 37,000 vehicles due to defects that could result in a fuel leak and a vehicle fire. Affected models include the 2021-2022 Hyundai Santa Fe, Hyundai Sonata, Kia Sorento, and K5. The recall only covers the vehicles with the 2.5-liter turbocharged engines and only those built on certain dates, but they don't list those dates. So you're going to have to call if you have any one of those vehicles. If you have a Santa Fe, Sonata, Sorento, or K5 of 2021 to 2022, and you have that 2.5-liter turbo engine, you might want to call up your local Kia or Hyundai dealership and have them run your VIN number to see if you have any issues, or if you just happen to be like, dang, I just bought this car and it's already starting to have issues. Don't bring it to a third-party mechanic. That's what a lot of people are doing. I think another lady who contacted me. You need our address? Yeah. She has a 2016 Optima that she purchased, 46,000 miles on it. About a month after purchasing it, she had the motor replaced. And then they basically replaced her engine. But when they replaced it, they didn't do the KSDS update on her new replaced engine. And now that engine failed, and now she's kind of SOL. I've kind of touched on this in a few different videos. And whenever you're put into that situation, if you still owe money on the vehicle, which she does, she doesn't owe, I won't say what she owes, but it's not over 10 grand. So she might get lucky if she catches like a deal, because used car prices are crazy. So she might get lucky and she might get what she owes for her car if she goes to trade it. Sorry if I'm looking, because if people come in, I'm going to jump off the live. But she might get what she owes if she goes to even if she goes back to a Kia dealership. I wouldn't go with another Kia, but you might be able to find something on the lot at a Kia dealership that's willing to give you the most for your car, because all they're going to do is swap the engine, put a new engine in it, and resell it for probably more, especially if the miles aren't that high. But, they could finance it, for, 2016 Kia Optima right now. Yeah, they'll probably put it on the lot for like 12 grand all day, regardless of the miles. What's up? Oh, where you going, man?
I gotta.
Oh, I'm about to say, don't be walking too much. You look like you're walking comfortably. Yeah. But sorry, that's my wife walking by. But yeah, so let me get back to the recall thing so I can just keep talking about this. So in her situation, because so many people have been hitting me up, if I go through my comments, I can only imagine what my comments look like right now. I'll go through it with you guys. Might as well hang out with me on this live while I'm here at the store. I don't know what this is. Let me get into my studio. You guys can see everything. I don't care. I'm not going to hide nothing. Studio. And then we're going to just click Commento. It's going so slow.
Hey, we're not. Who had all their iced coffees?
Oh, Carlos had 2. He's old. Old people drink coffee.
And what about the rest?
We don't have any more. We only have what you put in there.
Oh. There's 3 missing.
Oh, I don't know. Didn't you have one day? Oh, I don't know. This needs to be comments, not statistics. I don't care about the statistics. You guys got to see the statistics for a second. So, okay, here we go. This is a lot of waffle. That's funny. I don't. I don't care about the license plate. Here we go. Can you cover the 2019 Canadian CRV recall? I can't really cover Canadian recalls, but I'll go over to Miss Mary Becker 20 hours ago. So let's see what she said. After 2 months of not having the of not having my 2014 Kia Sportage because of the engine seeds. I will be picking it up from Kia dealer tomorrow. They installed a rebuilt engine, 3 years or 100,000 mile warranty. My recall claim was refused. I will be paying $8,700. I did not want to junk it for $400. I will submit a bill and info to the class action lawsuit and hope I get something and hope I won't have any more problems. I wouldn't. Let me come back here. That's insane. That's insane. I would never spend $8,000. I don't care what happens to my car. If they don't listen, if you have $8,000 to spend on a car that's already depreciated before you even put the new used engine in it. So before the engine seized, a 2014 Kia Sportage is worth almost nothing. And the only reason why it's worth anything now is because used cars are through the roof. So tack on, you spent $8,700 hoping you're going to get reimbursed. I haven't seen anybody that's been reimbursed. I hope to God that you get reimbursed. I truly, truly, truly hope that you get reimbursed. But with that said, the money is gone and you're hoping on a reimbursement, a full reimbursement at that. Who knows what they will reimburse you for, what they won't reimburse you for. I don't know. I'm assuming it's the whole thing. I have yet to have somebody contact me through YouTube messages or through Instagram or even through email and say, hey, I spent this much money and they reimbursed me. I've yet to see that happen. With that being said, that $8,700 could have went towards, if you had $8,700 to fix your car, you could have got something for the trade-in. I can guarantee you wherever you took that car was willing to take the trade-in. And you probably didn't owe as much as you did pay to fix it. For a 2014 Sportage, you could have bought another car and let that one go. I wouldn't suggest that you buy another car and let that one go, but what I'm saying is you could have, with $8,700, you could have spent a third of that, $3,000, traded in your Sportage, put $3,000 down and bid in a whole new car with a lot less issues. I wouldn't suggest that. That's not something that I would suggest. I don't suggest anybody spend money and take the risk with the reimbursement program. Because like I said, I'm sure it's there. They have paid out like over $1 billion, I think, total between all the recalls. Hyundai and Kia have paid out over $1 billion. But with that said, I haven't seen any personal message of somebody saying, hey, I was reimbursed. I've seen hundreds of messages of people saying, hey, I got my engine replaced. But I've yet to see somebody say, hey, I've been reimbursed, especially for almost $10,000. So as I move down, thank you for your videos. Thanks to my husband. I took our 2012 Kia in. It has been at the dealership for 2 months now. Unfortunately, they are moving slow and looks like it'll be there for another 2 months. We aren't given a rental and still are in a waiting list for one. In the settlement, there's an option for delayed repairs but asks for proof. My dealership won't give us paperwork until everything is fixed. Can I apply for that compensation? My answer to that is okay. So before I answer this in text, I'll answer it verbally. So they're not going to give, you can't get compensation if they have your car ready to fix it. That's kind of like double dipping. What can they compensate you for? The only thing that they can compensate you for is if you go and pay for a rental. For however long you're paying for a rental, they have to reimburse you for that rental. But if you think you're going to get compensation for anything outside of a rental while they have your car and it's pending the process of being fixed, because nothing electronic is moving right now. That's why used cars are through the roof, because nobody can get new cars. New cars can't be made. It's almost impossible to get all the parts to make a new car. So used cars are through the roof. It's going to be funny, too, because used cars are through the roof now. But eventually... Oh, what's up, baby? You can hang out.
I'm just looking for the cheese.
Used cars are through the roof. And once everything goes back to normal, used cars are going to plummet. So get rid of your used car now. My wife and I are thinking about getting rid of ours for a truck. So get rid of your used car now. Now's the best time to do it. Because after this bubble, who knows when used car prices will be up this high. So let me check to see how many people are in here. It's still 2, nobody at all. But hopefully you guys see this video in post. So after it posts to the internet, hopefully you guys catch this live. That would be very grateful. Okay, so in her response, the only thing that I am of is rental reimbursement. See if you can get a car. If not, then you can rent your home to pay you back for yours. You are in what seems to be good hands because they have your car with the intention to fix it. Yep, so, and this is why I go live, so you guys can, you know, answer it live. And to see this video right here is doing really well. Must see how to get reimbursement for your Hyundai Kia. So that's why I just try to keep making these videos. You guys actually want it. It's one of the biggest things on my channel. So I figured I'll just get back into it. I just happened to look to see if there's any new recalls. There are. So I'm just here just to help you guys out. I'll finish this article, then I'll get back to my comments. The vehicles have a defective or improperly installed fuel pipe between the high-pressure fuel pump and the fuel rail. Inspectors discovered the issue during routine quality inspections. Like I've said in almost every video, the quality control department at Hyundai and Kia is disgusting. Anyway, the company is aware of no injuries, accidents, fires related to the problem. Owners might notice a fuel odor, a burning smell, smoke problem develops. The vehicle's check engine light may also illuminate. Dealers will inspect the fuel pipes and tighten or replace them as necessary, free of charge. Recall repairs are always free. Manufacturers attempt to contact every owner, but they don't always reach them all with the news. Find out if your car has ever been recalled at our recall center. You notice they put that in there, but they don't always reach them with all of the news. And that's very important because I get a lot of people saying, hey, I bought a car and I got it from the dealership and they never told me that it had the KSDS, or they never told me that it needed it. And, you know, chances are if you're buying a used Kia, it's 99.9% chances are it's not at a Kia dealership. They don't really sell a lot of their cars. Dealerships don't sell a lot of their cars used. They get other people's cars, but they sell new versions of their car. So you're getting it from a third party. That third party has chances are they're getting a car either as a trade-in or or from the auction. So if they're getting it as a trade-in, that's a higher chance. But if they're getting it from the auction, who knows what the hell was done to that car. And that's the problem with buying certain cars. You really got to do your research. That's why I make so many videos of not to buy, you know, Hyundais or Kias. Look, this is 2 Hyundais, 2 Kias right now, just added to the list of recall videos. Of recall vehicles. So to me, there's no safe Hyundai or Kia. Like, they're putting this information out now, right? Because this is 2021. So they've been dealing with this for 10 years. But in 2014, they didn't put out this information. And if they did, you didn't see it because the class action lawsuit didn't happen until 2019. So now they're having to do it because they've been sued and lost over $1 billion and are starting to get a better reputation. Yet people still continue to buy these cars because of their look. They're starting to make them look better. But as far as the quality control, they're just not up to the standards that they have over at Toyota or Honda or even Infiniti. You know what I mean? Or even, you know, Chevy and GM, these cars they're not having these types of issues. Of course, all cars have recalls, but when it comes to certain issues, especially the same issue, it's not always the same. So, I don't know. That's the information. I don't know, but let me get back to my comments. Let's go back to my comments. Here we go. Oh, okay, one day ago, Mr. Dominic, let me thank you for contacting me. I got a few questions. My check engine light started flashing here in Arizona. I have no idea if I have the KSDS installed. I bought this car at a third-party dealership around last year. Then I got the code P136 and was wondering if I were to replace my knock sensor through Firestone. Oh, okay, I know this guy. Firestone, can I help reimburse the check? I bought a Kia. Please reply if you're helping a lot of people, and it's a Kia Optimal 2050. Yeah. See, but he has 220,000 miles. I want to say there might be some type of, I don't know. I contacted him. He contacted me on IG. Um, but no, to answer his question for the video's sake, do not touch that car. You have to bring it to Kia. And I think I talked to him. I think I talked to you on IG, but in short, don't bring your car to any else but Kia, and do not touch anything on your car because they will blame you if something is wrong. And that's the truth. They will. If you go and touch your knock detection, or if you go and touch your knock sensor or anything like that, and they say, oh, well, this looks repaired, or this looks new. This knock sensor looks new. Who did this repair? I did. Void. You're going to void it right out. And that's what sucks. Like, that really sucks. You can barely touch your car. As you guys know in my videos, AC compressor, valve cover, auxiliary fans. What else did I do? I think that's mostly it. And I changed my own oil. So those 4 things, I do all that. But either way, if they wanted to, luckily I have a good relationship with my local Kia dealership, but if they wanted to, they could find some type of, oh, you know what? Hey, your valve job wasn't done right, or your valve cover job wasn't done right. Even though it is, I'm still riding my car. It's been like, however, tens of thousands of miles since I've done it. But my point is that you've got to be very careful on what you do to your car. And if it's a knock sensor software update issue, and you go and buy a knock sensor, and then you install it, they're going to be like, do you have the software to read this code? Like, you know what I mean? They're going to start digging for things to deny it because Kia doesn't want to continue to keep paying for these repairs. You know what I mean? Every recall is free to you, but it's a cost to the company. Why do you think they're denying so many people? I get messages every single day. I'm not going to show my IG, but I get messages every single day. Leland, I see a lot of apparel in the back. Time to make a purchase. Leland, what's up, buddy? What's up, Lee? What's up, Lee? Leland, he's funny. She said, thanks for the thing. Let's see, here we go. I have a 2016 Sportage that burns oil, has less than 50K on the odometer, stalls occasionally, waiting for opening to address recall, but not the oil burning this vehicle is doing. Dealer told me they are not going to do anything about the vehicle burning oil. I've never had a new vehicle with less than 50,000 miles, 50K, to the problems that I'm having. I've had 2 cars that had over 169,000 miles that needed oil once every 1,000 miles. The experience sucked and pissed me off. Larry. Well, he is kind of a newer Kia Sportage. But with that being said, Mr. Larry, the burning oil, my car was, I'll answer this right now. Let me see how many people are in there. Hopefully, like I said, this video gets seen after. That's my biggest hope, is that once I end this live, this video is seen and gets picked up so that you guys can be helped, because I'm going over a lot of things. So you guys might want to start tuning into my lives. I think I'm going to start scheduling my lives so that you guys can tune in. With that being said, Mr. Larry, when it comes to burning oil, whoever told you that they're not going to fix it is right. If you check on one of my older videos, not this one, not this Kia Engine Settlement Part 6, but it might even be Part 6, but I called Kia because I was losing oil, and I had a really bad burning smell. I couldn't figure it out. get home, figure it out, made a video on it. It was my valve cover. The valve covers in these engines, you says, you have the 2.4 liter, unless it's a V6. If you have a V6, you're crap out of luck. There is no recall for the V6. If you have the 2.4 liter, turbo or non-turbo, you are within the realms of getting your engine replaced, but only if it's a fully blown engine or a rod bearing. There's only two ways that you can get the recall replaced. Recall fixed. Like the only way you can get your engine fixed is under those two. If you have a rod bearing issue or if you have a engine failure. So you only have an oil burning. I know because one, you told me, but two, I had a very similar issue. They don't care about that. They're not going to touch your car. I mean, they'll touch it. They'll charge you $400 or $500 to see where the oil leak is from. It's probably going to be a valve cover gasket, and then they're probably going to charge you an arm and a leg to change it because it's not an easy job for the valve cover because of the high pressure fuel regulator that's right there on top of the valve cover. If it didn't have that, it would be a very easy job. But I digress. There's nothing. What you need to do is make sure. First thing you need to do is fix your oil leak. So you can have that done by anybody. I like to fix my own stuff, and I like to record doing it because if I record doing it and my car's still running from that date, so if I say I did it on June 19th of 2019 and my car's still running 2021 July, then obviously my repair worked and there's no issues. So with that being said, you need to figure out how to get, and I'll text this right now, but this is just for camera's sake. Mr. Larry, if you have an oil engine problem and it's leaking oil, or anybody out there with a Hyundai or Kia issue leaking oil, get it checked out first. Get it diagnosed. Even if you bring it to a Kia dealership, pay the $100 and get it diagnosed, then at least it's on record at a Kia dealership, diagnosed by them. And then you can go by their recommendations. So you can't bring it there as a recall, because just because it's oil, the engine doesn't leak oil due to the recall. So therefore, they're not going to diagnose it under the recall. Now, if you have engine stalling or something like that, then Kia will diagnose it for free under the recall. But if it's just oil, you can't do it. They're not going to do it. But like I said, it's worth the $100 to be told exactly what's going on. And if you got a good mechanic at that dealership, you have them bring you out and point to what's going on. So either the car is going to be on the ground, or it's going to go one of two ways. Either the car is going to be in the air, he's going to go in there, he's going to show you oil all over the drain pan, all over the transmission, all over everywhere. Then he's going to lower the car and he's going to show you where it's coming from. Or the car's already going to be on the ground and he's going to say, look, your leak is coming from right here. Boom. That's a good mechanic. If they don't do that, then request that you get to see where the oil leak is coming from. Okay, if they don't do that. But a good mechanic is going to come out there, ask the guy at the front of the desk, can he show you where the leak is coming from? But like I said, they're going to be like, sorry, sir, unfortunately, this doesn't fall under the recall, but we can fix it. This is how much it costs to fix, which is great. You can tell them, hey, listen, that's fine. That's cool. I think I'm going to look for other options to have the valve cover fixed. Great, awesome. You're allowed to legally fix it yourself. They can't deny you for future repairs if you fix it yourself. They can't. All I can say is if you do the repair, make sure it's done properly. Because if the repair is done improperly and it causes, so say you're doing a valve cover, and something small that you're not even paying attention to, or the mechanic does it, and something small falls into the engine or falls into the, because you got the camshafts right there. Say something small falls in there, and over time, the next 26,000 miles, something happens. They find any types of metal pieces in there or any types of thing that doesn't have anything to do with the rod bearing. So say they take apart the engine because your engine failed, take it apart, and then they say, well, we checked the rod bearings, there's nothing wrong with the rod bearings. But whenever we check the camshafts, there's scrapes all over the camshaft. They're going to deny your engine. I'm telling you, they're going to deny it. They will only replace it if those bearings are messed up. If they get in there and open it up and they find clean, smooth bearings, but there's metal shaving somewhere else, they're going to deny your engine. So that's what sucks, is because you got to be extremely careful like most cars, like if it's a Honda or a Kia or whatever, I mean Hyundai or Infinity or something like that, or Chevy, whatever, GMC, if you want to fix your car, you can just go ahead and fix it. And then, whenever a major issue happens, oh, my training went out. Okay, you bring it in, fix your transmission. That's fine. But when it comes to a recall, you have to be very careful of how you fix your car around the recall. And what sucks about the Kias is they're only there's only a recall on a certain specific part of the engine. But these engines suck and mad other things go wrong with them. The high pressure fuel regulator, or aka high pressure fuel pump that sits on top of the valve cover, that goes out. The valve cover, that goes out. Fuel rails that connect to the high pressure fuel pump or fuel regulator, those go out. The AC compressors are infamous for going out. What else? Oh, the brake fluid, the brake booster, that's what was causing the engine fires because the brake booster, one of the lines in the brake booster or connected to it would leak and get too hot and cause an engine fire. So there's a lot of things that go on outside of the engine that can cause the engine to fail, but those things aren't covered under the recall. So I hope if you guys had any questions, or I hope I just answered a lot of questions right there. Okay, with that being said, like I said, I hope that this video is seen. I'm going to read a few more. Part 6, you must be the unluckiest guy in the world. Amazing to break off on both of your cars at the car wash. Yeah, right, and I've never had one break off. Whoa, baby, tell anybody anything just to get a YouTube fan? Oh, no, this was, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, but this Hyundai is my uncle's car, and my the and Opta are the same car and have the same issues. I don't know what that is, but people are idiots, so ISSUES. Okay. Yeah, you get people all in my comments that are idiots. Can't wait for the grand opening. Appreciate you. Guy makes random stuff. Let's see. I'm about to change the 2016 Corolla plugs. This video was extremely helpful. Oh, okay. I didn't even know anybody was seeing that video. Thanks for watching, man. Glad I could help. Glad it helped. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Mr. Nick. Oh, okay, see, I commented on she contacted me in IG. I'll read this one, then I'll get off because I take my son and we gotta go get our haircuts. Okay, so Mr. Nick. So first, thank you for the videos. I had a question for you. A while back, I had taken my 2015 Kia Sorento into the Kia dealership for multiple recalls. Let's see who that is. What is that, an email? Shipment checked in, customer pickups, and next step, local customers have been notified. You see that, babe? Hey, babe. What? We just got an email from Wish saying that the customers have been notified. I know. I'm doing the packages now. Oh, awesome, awesome. Sorry about that, guys. So, a while back, I had taken my 2015 Kia Sorento into the Kia dealership for multiple recalls. One, I remember, was they did the update on the computer for, I believe, the KSDS. Fast forward a few days ago, I was driving. Wow, this is long. Okay. Fast forward to a few days ago, I'm driving home on the highway and the car went in limp mode. Had to slowly make my way home and off the highway. I took it back to the Kia dealership, not knowing about any of these engine issues they had going on. I was scared. I was about to be out of thousands for a repair. The Kia dealerships here are super backed up, and the guy told me that it could be up to 5 days before they even look at it. Other Kia dealerships are about a month, he said, for the exact same issue. So today I called and they said they did a good chance to bring it back, and it has been approved for a long engine block replacement. Yay, they've been approved. They are ordering the parts and it will be a week before they get it in. He didn't mention how long it would take once they get them in. They have no loaners because they are so backed up and it's literally screwed me as far as getting to work and such. After now doing research, what am I eligible for as far as reimbursements? Will they pay for a rental or me missing work? I read that they are paying like $50 a day for a rental. I looked at the rentals and they're a minimum for the smallest car like $80 a day right now. This whole thing is super frustrating part of me wants to trade in my car. Once it's fixed, will never buy a Kia again. Thanks for the response. Yeah, no, 100%. And this is why I don't recommend people buy Kias, and these are the things that you have to go through. So I will, well, they have your car, so that's number one. As far as reimbursing you for the rental, as far as I know, they're supposed to reimburse you for the entire thing. You are right. There are no rentals going on because the used car market is crazy, and all these dealerships are packed fixing people's cars because so many of them have bad engines. And then even the new cars are having bad engines. So those are going to start rolling in too as well. With that being said, you're going to have to either like find a friend, Uber. Oh, you're going to have to find a friend or Uber or something like that if you don't want to pay out of pocket. Like if you don't want to front the bill for the rental because you don't know how long you're going to be renting a car. I know sometimes you might be able to rent a car for like $250 a week if you rent it by the week. Be careful when doing that because you want to make sure that you and the dealership have an understanding that they are ready to reimburse you or at least put you in the process or the paperwork to reimburse you. So I'm going to text this response, but just make sure that for anybody out there, if you have your car that's going to get fixed, but you don't have a rental or you don't have a second car, and you're basically having to pay to rent a car, just make sure that you have somewhere in writing some type of understanding with one of the managers at the dealership, like, hey, listen, once I do this, you guys plan to put in the paperwork and put me in the right steps to reimburse me. They know a lot more than I do. They are the experts at this. They are physically there at Kia, so they're going to be able to point you in the right direction. The good thing is that you're going to get your car fixed, and you are 100% right. You're going to get the most value for your used vehicle right now. The second they fix your car, go ahead and trade it in. That's my advice. So I answered your question in my newest live video. In short, number one, I am glad they are going to fix your car. Number two, make sure you get some type of in writing or a good conversation with someone else there to confirm that they understand that they need to pay you back for any money spent for a rental. Outside of that, as long as they are going to fix your car, I don't see them paying you anything else. Please keep me posted. All right, guys, so that's going to be it. I got to go. It's 3:14. Got it. So many other people. Look, so many other people. I miss Jessica. I have a question. Dealership put in the sensor. See, it just goes on and on. I deal with this all day. So again, guys, don't buy any Kia or Hyundai or anything like that. These are all 2021 cars. The link is in the description for this article, and the entire words for the article is also in the description. This just happened yesterday, so I'll keep you guys posted, and I'll just continue to do more videos and lives so that you guys can get this information. Hopefully YouTube puts this out. Not that many people jumped on a live at all, but hopefully YouTube puts this out and you guys are able to see it. I gotta go. Peace.